Oh, I guess it's on. Hi, my name is Aaron, and I guess I like video games. Is that how I'm supposed to say it? Yeah. Favorite console? Oh, that's a tough one. Damn, I don't know. Super Nintendo was pretty cool. I mean, it really was. But then, I mean, it's kind of based off of certain games because they didn't really like put the game into like the next generation or something like that. So I mean, like I liked Contra a lot. I also liked Super Mario World before they put it into like the Game Boys. I liked a couple Resident Evil that were on the Dreamcast because the Dreamcast had this cool little memory card that had like this little guy you could almost like a Tamagotchi. You could take care of him, and if you had the game, you can like raise him and fight him. No one else at the time had something like that, so I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, it's just more or less certain games to certain systems, I would say it that way. So if I had to say best console of all time, or at least for the moment, would be, I guess, the PS3 that I have right now, just because of accessibility to Netflix and the internet and everything else. It's just more, more applications I can mess with. But as far as all time, I wouldn't know, to be honest. Is bald in the center?
I don't know.
He has a big mustache. He looks kind of like a mix between Dr. Robotnik and the guy from Mega Man. Kind of, but in a way cooler way, and more in shape and kind of swole. Yeah, it's him. Okay, I couldn't see because someone's in the way.
Don't say that.
Oh. That was supposed to be like natural or something.
Get ready for the next fanatic.
So pretty cool. I'll play with this guy.
Get ready for the next fanatic.
So video games is your element because...
I don't know, I just kind of grew up playing it as a kid. I mean, my older sister had one, and I think it was Super Mario Brothers, and so, I don't know, just kind of grew up playing it. It's always kind of just neat. Different stories, whatever.
Like what kind of stories?
Well, obviously Mario has Bowser and the princess, and somehow she's always in trouble, which is kind of redundant, and played out, but it's still kind of fun, just the way they always do it. And then you got stuff like Metal Gear Solid, which involves like government and their own kind of theory of stuff. And then you got games that just have no meaning whatsoever, like Street Fighter and stuff like that. I mean, there's somewhat of a plot there, but in the end, it's just kind of like fighting, almost like old arcade games that just managed to like enter a realm of like home entertainment.
So do you like games more with like substance, as in a story behind the game?
Well, I mean, I could do both. I mean, again, we're talking when you're younger, there's a lot more arcades coming around where you could just, you know, throw in a quarter or kind of like 50 cents because it started getting more and more expensive to like $1 or something. But, you know, those games weren't really meant to have so much of a plot, just enough to grab your attention and just get you to keep putting quarters in, you know, as opposed to the games when you got older that you could actually sit down and have a nice storyline to it that made you want to keep buying into the franchise. So yeah, I can do both. I prefer both, I guess.
So what do you like about video games so much?
Pretty interesting question in the morning. It's pretty cool. I mean, overall, it's pretty fun. Got nice little stories to them, and it's kind of like a interactive book, if you will. Without the little buttons on those old books, it would make sounds as interaction. It's a whole lot better.
So how do video games growing up affect your life right now?
Well, I assume it affected it a great deal. I mean, we're talking about since as early as I can remember, I've been like playing with something electronic. And I mean, yeah, growing up playing games, I assume it has something to do with it. Maybe your imagination is a little bit more creative, or maybe you feel a little bit more inventive, or probably does something. I mean, you kind of just get caught in the story. In a way, it's kind of similar to a book without actually having to read, which doesn't sound too educational, but it does stimulate the brain somewhat. Causes you to think, causes you to react, and I like to think that it actually affects a lot of people in the way they are today. I mean, whole different generations of people. You get like the people that first like were playing Pong or whatever, all the way to now, as opposed to like the little kids like my nephew who plays like on a PS3, who couldn't even fathom what kind of graphics a Super Nintendo had. I don't even think he'd play it, to be honest. Probably just like clown on it or something. But nonetheless, I think it does play a very pivotal role in the way we are today. Hey, hello, name's Aaron, and that's Yogi over there in the background. You're gonna hear me talk about video games and myself. Hey, how's it going? My name is Aaron. You're gonna hear me talk about video games and myself in like a big mix. Hi, my name is Aaron, and you're about to hear me talk about video games and what it means to me, and I guess a reflection of it for today with this guy. Thank you. It's your deal, man.
Round 2.
Relax.
I think he wants to go outside.
Really?
Yeah.